I'm not trying to scam anybody here.
Well, hey there, friends, and welcome back to Dudecraft. Thanks for joining us today. For you guys new to the channel, I'm the Reverend Joe, handyman, hobbyist, and Dudeist priest extraordinaire. Today on Dudecraft, we're making Plantation-esque shutters for the Temple of Dudecraft. Made from 100% salvaged materials. They open. They partially close. They fully close. Easy open access so you can get to the window and get some fresh air. It's shabby chic meets privacy and beauty. So if you guys want to watch how I made this, stay tuned. Let's Dudecraft.
Well, alright my friends, let's dive into the meat and potatoes of this video. We're going to start by ripping down our frame material. So we're using 2x4s that I salvaged from taking down a person's shed. We're going to take these 2x4s and we're going to make them 1 inch thick by 3 inches wide for our frame. And then next up, we're going to take and we're going to cut them into the sizes we need. So we're going to have 4 pieces of 30 inches. And 4 pieces of 35 inches. That's going to cover the whole frame of the window. Next, we're going to put some rabbets in these. We're going to make 1 inch deep, well, I should say 1 inch wide by ½ inch deep rabbets to accommodate the blades of the plantation shutters. And next up in the process, we're going to go and clean up the rabbets we made with our handy dandy chisel. Moving along, we're going to come and we're going to put some 45-degree cuts on this, and we're going to make it picture frame-esque for purtiness and sturdiness. Nextly, we're going to go ahead and dry fit this all together so that I can measure it up and place the markers where I'm going to be putting the biscuits, and just get an overall look at how that frame's going to look. Mark it up. Going an inch. They're 3 inches wide, so we're going 1½ inches in, so it's like direct center. Line it up. And then we're just going to mark it so that we know how to put everything back together. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put some pocket holes in it, so that after we put the biscuits in and glue it, we can cinch it up real nice. Make sure it don't go nowhere. Alright, here we are using our Win biscuit joiner to put in the biscuit slots for our frame. I love my Win biscuit joiner. Totally not sponsored, but Win, if you're listening and you want to sponsor me, give me a shout. Alright. Now we're going to put this frame together. Put in the glue, put in the biscuits, cinch it up. Bada bing, bada bang. Or as Jason from Bourbon Moth would say, zip zap zoop. And we got ourselves a project going on here now. Alright, we're going to follow this by using a little orange friend there and give it a little tap of love and persuasion. Make sure everything lines up and it's square. Next up on the agenda is putting some screws in, securing it so that it dries good and tight. Here we are, we're cutting down our blades now for the blinds. Each one is going to be 26 inches long, which is an inch longer on each side. I decided I wanted them all to lay a little bit flatter, so I took that half-inch thick blade that I made and 1.5 inches up and 1/4 inches deep I took off so that it would lay a little bit flatter. You're going to see a little bit later this is going to come back to bite me in the butt a little bit, as I had to do 3 patches on 3 blades. Okay, so we're going to take our handy dandy chisel and we're going to clean up those cuts a little bit, make it all pretty like. At this point in the project, we're going to start sanding it down and getting it ready. We're going to use 120 grit sandpaper to make it all buttery smooth and pretty like. So we got the frame going on here, and then after the frame, we're going to start sanding down the blades of the blinds. Make sure they're all buttery smooth, no sharp edges and splinters, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Moving along, we're going to go and we're going to start cutting the nubs that'll attach to the lever that'll adjust the blinds. We're using 1/2 inch thick by 1 inch wide nubs for the blades. I'm going to drill a hole directly in the center here. And after we do that, we're going to round them off a little bit to make them more a little eye-pleasing. This is Dudecraft approved of this. And now we're going to go ahead, we're going to attach them to the blades on the thin end using glue and 3/4 inch pin nails. Once we have the nubs attached, we're going to go straight on into marking on the blade where we're going to attach the fulcrum pin to allow it to spin. Put down the initial piece and we're going to mark 2 inches, and then we're going to attach the tape measure to the one side, and we're going to go every 2 inches we're going to mark so that we know where we're drilling holes to attach our fulcrum pins. We're only going to do it on one side right here. and you'll see why in a second. We're going to line the pieces up right. We're going to attach them, and we're going to anchor them down, and then we're just going to draw straight lines straight across so that everything lines up when we drill the holes and put in the nails as the fulcrum pins. Alright, moving on. Now that we've got those lines drawn, we're going to put in our biscuit joiner slots before we drill our holes. Now we're drilling the holes. We're drilling them 1 inch down so that there's an inch in the frame and an inch in the blade for maximal support. And here we are, we're drilling into the blades 1 inch deep. And now we're taking nails that I cleaned out of a garage from somewheres, and we're hammering 1 inch down on each blade. Next step in the process is we're going to take old Bertha right here, and we're going to cut off the heads of the nails at 1 inch exposed. I do love using my angle grinder. There's such something so satisfying about it. Alright, so we're going to take each blade and we're going to use my trim router that's nice and secured in my bench vise, and we're going to round over the thicker part where the fulcrum pin is. Now, I don't know if it's a case of new China cam is same as the old China cam, or if I just forgot to hit record. But you guys missed me lining everything up within the styles of the frame here. But you get to see me attach the rails and cinch it all up. Funny, not funny, but my inner Walter rears its ugly head in a second or two here. Alright, so now we got it cinched up, aligned with our little orange friend. We're going to cinch it, and then we're going to put in screws. As I'm putting in this screw, it decides to snap midway through.
Calmer newer.
I tell you what, friends, sometimes that inner Walter does growl quite loudly. Alright, now we're just going to go ahead and we're going to finish cinching this all up with our screws. And we're going to let the glue dry. Here we are, we're just giving it a little test spin. If I do say so myself, that is pretty nifty. We're going to go right ahead and take some salvage hinges that I cleaned up, and we're going to paint them black. Next up, we're going to take that fulcrum lever, measure it to size, cut it down, round it over for aesthetics, and afterwards we're going to line it up, drill it, screw it, and see how it works. Spoiler alert for everybody, there are issues. Now, because I decided to thin down the bottom half of the blade to make them 1/4 inch thick, when I go ahead and test how the lines open and close using the lever I just made, 3 of the blades towards the bottom split, and I had to make patches to fix it. And you'll see that in the end result when you're looking at it. There's 3 towards the bottom that aren't too pretty. This part, we're just going ahead and we're chiseling out where we're going to put the hinges for the plantation shutters. I tell you what, I got to go ahead and I got to make a jig so I can sharpen my chisels, because they're pretty dang dull. But as of right now, they're still functionable. They work. It just takes a little bit more effort, and you know, makes it a little messier. But this shop furniture doesn't have to be perfect. Here we are. We're going to go ahead and start drilling. Y'all about to see my next dinner water moment pop up. I done did snapped another drill bit. But you know, we move on. We roll with it. We just gotta let that shit go, you know? Okay, so we got the hinges aligned and on. Now comes the fun part. We get to put up everything and see the final product. So here we are. We got it up. We got it level. We're drilling it in. And can't wait to see the final product with you guys. Although I already seen it. I want to take this moment to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot that you come along with me on my journey to pretty up the Temple of Dudecraft. You know, this is the first time I've done anything like making plantation blinds. I didn't have a plan. I know how they look, and I just kind of rolled with it and trusted my instincts to see what I could do. Again, I messed up here and there, but if you don't mess up, you ain't learning. And next time I do this, I got a pretty good idea of what I got to be doing. We're finishing up here. If you wouldn't mind, just drop a comment in the box here and let me know what you thought of this build. What I did good, what I did bad. Let me know what you think of my new logo, intro, outro, and the new music I made. Once again, this build was both a learning module and a blast to make. I enjoy making content for you guys. Thanks again for coming along in the journey. Please like, comment, share, and if you be so kind, subscribe. Again, thank you guys. As always, the dude abides, and so do I. I'll catch you guys next trip. Peace out.
Yeah, well, the dude abides.